All right. Good morning, cyber friends. This is Midiman coming at you again from Walker's Studio here back in Studio B. We are saying we give God all the glory and praise, and we give Him all the honor for life, health, and strength. And we thank Him for each and every one of you, the cyber friends. You know who you are. Inner circle as well. As y'all can see here, I titled this here thing is my break from music production. I've been at it again. Matter of fact, this is the second time that I'm doing this video, and I had recorded the whole thing, and I found out that I had not recorded one word of it. So this is a redo of what I had already done. So y'all just bear with me. There are gonna be some things that I'm gonna know that I'm not gonna be able to remember what I said on the first go round. So I'm gonna do my best to give it to you the way I intended to. Like I said, I was taking a break, been going at it pretty good a long time, y'all. I be up all times of the morning. My sleep habits, y'all, got off. And matter of fact, let me say that right straight up that Midiman is fine. I feel good. I'm not. I'm saying this to my cyber friends in my inner circle. Let y'all know Midiman is okay. Because I do get my rest, but I just got a strange sleep pattern, especially since I became ill back in 2018. I came ill in 2018 on that Friday night, the June or February the 9th, and I've spent time in two hospitals within 2 weeks period. And really, if you've ever been in the hospital, you know that you don't get no sleep in the hospital. They at you every hour on the hour, and especially in my case because they had to monitor me real good because I didn't only have a bout with a tremendous chronic, real critical case of diabetes. Um, my blood sugar shot up way up there, and then my high blood pressure, hypertension was out of control, cholesterol levels. Then I was gangrene was going through my body at the same time. I was in dire straits, y'all. I was in real dire straits, so they had to monitor me about 24/7. But Midiman made it. Thank God, Midiman made it, and like I say, and I got to the point I found out very quickly that I ain't no sense of me trying to go to sleep in the hospital because they would, as soon as I get sleepy, they were gonna wake me up, either drawing blood or whatever. You know what I mean? Just making certain that I was okay. They would treat me good, and they were making certain that I was okay. So everybody, don't worry about old Midiman. Midiman is okay. This is just my way. I got used to it, and I even told Bonnie, my wife, I told her, don't worry about me. And she'll go to sleep and leave me up midnight because she know that's when I do my little thing. I do most of my stuff overnight. But at any rate, I took a break from music production because I was looking at this thing about this racial unjust and everything in this here in our country, as well as the pandemic and everything. And I just had was thinking about it, and I thought back with my childhood, and I want y'all to get. And I'm gonna mention some stuff here on this here video here that I do have in the book that's coming out. My book coming out about I've cried many tears. In other words, that book will be out hopefully real soon, y'all. I'm waiting on my sister to get finished with the editing and the critiquing of it. She's proofreading it for me. Like I said, my younger sister, she was a journalism major in college, so I trust her judgment. I trust her education. Um, I wanted to speak on the what I believe that the only way to kill racism is with love. And also, I want to say about another way that we can snipe out racism, but it cannot be with fists and guns. It cannot be that way. It cannot be done that way. Racism is a spirit, and it got to be dealt with love and prayer. That's it. But there is one thing, and I hope that I can say this right. Um, we older generation now, because I put myself now as older because I'm over 55 years old. I'm 58. I'll be 59 in November if the Lord keep me here. The only way we can snuff out racism is this. I look at little bitty children, little black babies and little white babies and little Asian babies. They playing together, and they just hug each other, they kiss each other, and it's so beautiful. They don't know nothing about no color. They just see their friends and they love each other and they get along so well. But if it was us, if us older generation would stop teaching that mess into them kids, we could snuff it out. We could snuff it out, people. But at any rate, I want to tell this story. It's in my book, but I want to tell this story because I met some outstanding college compadres, I would call them, last year at my homecoming at Andrew College. I want to say this. My grandmama, God bless her, she died back in 2015, May of 2015. She used to take me just about everywhere she went. And at this particular time, it was right before I went to school, I know it was. It had to be around 65 or 66. And more likely, I'm going to say right after 65, because my great-granddad, with her dad, passed away in June of 65. So I do believe this here had to be like maybe that next year. And my grandmama had me by the hand walking down Highland Avenue over there in Cuthbert, which is on the west side of Andrew College. And the dorm, which I ended up going myself, I ended up living at that same dorm called Patterson Hall. They have recently torn it down now, but it was there at that time. And I never will forget, we were walking down Highland, and some guys hollered out from that building and that dorm, "nigger." I didn't know what it was at that time. I was too small to understand exactly what it was all about. But I looked at my grandmama's face, how she looked, and then I echoed that voice in my ear, what I heard from that dorm, and I related that to, and I associated that name with the look on my grandmama's face, and I know it wasn't good. I was a smart kid. I know it wasn't good. So, but I didn't understand, not at that time. But what is so amazing, this same racial slur that was hurled out at me and my grandma stuck with me a lot of years. But look at God. The same dorm that this racial slur was hurled at me is the same dorm that I lived in myself and ended up graduating from the same college in 1984. Look at God. Look at God. I did not let that stop me from trying to go on and make something out of myself because of one or two bad people saying something negative. That's what I said, one or two, because I didn't blame the whole college for that, because that was just one or two individuals from that dorm that said that. It wasn't the whole college. I said that to say this. My brother and sister, last year when I went to my homecoming, I met two guys, well actually three, that I met them on that Saturday morning when we had orientation there and we had coffee and everything. I met these guys, George and Jeff, and the other guy, he was Cuban. But I can't remember his name, but they had went to Andrew. I think their graduation year was like 62. I was about only 1 year old. Their graduation date was and the year was 62. Here I am, the class of 84. Those guys embraced me, y'all. Yeah, white guys and a Cuban. They embraced me so. They befriended me right away. We watched the parade together. We ate lunch together. And believe it or not, I left after lunch, but I wasn't ready to go. After me, George and Jeff, and that other Cuban guy, God bless him, I can't name him, but they were so wonderful. And then those Zeta Deltas, sweet. They were just, these gals were back in the day, the Zeta Deltas now, but I remember some Zeta Deltas when I was going. I didn't see many of them, but I saw the older one from back in the day in the 60s, and they were treated me just like I was somebody. They didn't see me, at least they didn't show it. They didn't see me as a black boy or a black man. They saw me as another graduate of Andrew College. I was so outdone with them. I actually fell in love with those ones that I did connect with last year. And I pray to God that we have another homecoming this year. And I'm praying that I can see George and Jeff again, as well as those Zeta Deltas. Them girls call me a baby. They say, oh, he just a baby. Because I was graduating in 84. They came from the 60s. But they were so marvelous. They was great. And I want to shout out to all Deltas. Midiman loves y'all. All Deltas. Not only Zeta Delta, all Deltas. We love y'all. We love y'all. I have gotten to know a lot of Deltas in my college career. And I do love the Deltas. Matter of fact, I was almost connected with Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia, in other words. And matter of fact, I think that I did get honorary. I think I was honorary. Some circumstances came up about me when I went to Berry. But I do know my professor, Dr. Pepper, was a Symphonia. And in other words, I love y'all Deltas. I love you, period. Everybody's not bad, y'all. That's what I want to get everybody to see this morning. Don't categorize those few policemen because of and put all of them in the same boat. We had a death in Cuthbert here. Right at the beginning, when we shut down our church, we had a funeral at my home church. That boy was killed on that same, I believe it was a Friday. Because we shut down our church right after that. The killing took place right around the block from my church. On the same block almost in my church at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. I don't know no parameters of it, but I do know the boy. I didn't know the boy, but I do know his grandma. I know his grandma. And there's other word. We all around the same age. But what I'm saying, people, we can snuff out racism on the one way. Us older generation got to stop teaching it to the young. I believe we can snuff it out like that. And matter of fact, I know we can. But the only reason why it will not work is because we, as the older generation, my generation on up, we keep teaching that hate to our kids. If we would stop doing that, I'm talking about to the black and the white and the Latino, all of Chinese, Japanese, if we would stop, if we older generation, my age and up, will stop teaching the younger people about this stuff. Stop educating them about the nonsense. Let's tell them about the good things. Let's tell them that, look, you are black, you should be proud. Most of the stuff you have in this country is because of you and your race. We have contributed a lot to this country as well as others. Everybody, this is a rainbow coalition here. King fought for all races, not just black. Y'all know that. King was for equality, period, for all races. We need to get back to that. That King idea with love and peace. Love and peace is what's going to do it. It's not going to be violence, y'all. I know. I've been in the military, and there is a time when you must use force. I know this. There are times when you must use force. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the time. Now, some of y'all ain't going to like what I'm fixing to say, but I'm going to tell you the time you use force. All of this here rioting going on, I ain't talking about now peaceful demonstration, but I'm talking about this here looting and rioting and stuff. That's the time to use force to stop that mess, because it's stupid. You ain't fighting for George Floyd by going out there messing up the businesses of these here people that don't work hard to build their business up, and you out there throwing bricks through the window and burning stuff and everything. Those people ain't did nothing to us. They didn't do anything. Why should you? They suffer because of me out there, because I think I'm bad now. No, that's no way to do anything, and that's the time I feel force should be used. Now, that's the time I believe force should be used. Now, I know some people ain't gonna like what I just said, but I'm just telling the truth, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I'm for equality, period. For the black, white, polka dot, red, blue, and green. I'm for it all way across the board. But I do know that that's not the way to get it. It must be done through love and prayer and legislation. In other words, we got to change the mindset. We got to change from within us. See, if we're going to change the outside, we got to first change what's in us. See, in other words, I can't, if you are a white girl or a white man, and you categorize all blacks as ignorant, then see, you gonna put me in that same boat, and I ain't ignorant by a long shot, not by a long shot. But guess what? You have put me in a cast with everybody else. Now I do admit it's on both sides. You got ignorance on both sides. You got ignorance on both sides. So whenever you just put everybody in the same boat, you don't fight the baby with the bathwater, people. What I'm saying, we got to stop it on this level. And that's how come I said, I looked at that when I relate that negative name to my grandmama's face, even to this day. But I'm able to process it different now because I know it's not everybody. But we know we got dominance, we got stupidity on both sides. But when is it going to stop? I tell you when we stop teaching it to the younger generation. The young folk will be fine if older head people stop teaching them that, man, well, you ain't got no business with that Negro or that white person. They don't like you no way. You need to stop telling them that. If we don't tell them that, they would never know about that negative connotation, and they will live together in perfect harmony. But guess what, y'all? I'm also a realist. I wish that was so. But there's always going to be somebody on my side that's going to be ignorant, and somebody on the other side is going to be ignorant. We all got ignorant people in our race. You might as well admit it. And it is dumb to think that you are better than somebody else. It is dumb. There is no race that's superior, and there is no race that's inferior. We're all one blood, one people. We got many different skin colors because God loves variety. And really that because of the parts of the world that everybody migrated to. Some was in a cold region, they got lighter skin. Some went to the dark region, in a hotter region, and our skin got toasted a little bit. But look at this here. Think about it now, my white buddies. I got a lot of white friends. I got a lot of them. Y'all love to get y'all skin tan. Why? Because it's a pretty color. Black, we love to, some of us, what we do, we go and get Archer. I remember Archer from back in the day, and you know what Archer do? It makes the darkest one a little bit lighter. So, you trying to look lighter, and they trying to look darker. So if we trying to look like each other, that means all of us got some special qualities. So why shouldn't we just live together in perfect harmony? It's because of ignorance. And we will never snuff that out, people. I wish I could tell y'all and sit here and say we will snuff it out. But we can get a lot better than what we are now, but I don't believe we will ever snuff it out because we always going to have somebody ignorant from each race, from each class, from each racial class. We're going to always have somebody negative and ignorant that's going to teach it to the younger generation. Therefore, we will never snuff it out. That's what I want to tell y'all this morning. I feel good, y'all, because I know that we got some that is trying very hard. And like I said, I'm praying to God that we have a homecoming this year at Andrew, because I certainly want to hope to see Jeff and George and my other Cuban friend from the 60s. Class of 62, I believe they said they were. And here I am, class of 84, but we connected just like the dots. We connected. And I really do, I really am, I became to really enjoy it. I almost said love those guys just from that little short time that we met that Saturday morning up until when I left them around about 2 o'clock that afternoon. But and those Zeta Deltas, like I said, they were so outstanding. They treated me like somebody. I felt good with them girls. I call them girls because they are girls to me. Yes, they graduated in the 60s. They still looked good. Those Zeta Deltas always had life. They were just full of life, and I loved that. Them gals are still, those ones I saw last year at the homecoming, they were, and they had to be in their 60s and 70s, and being in the class of 60, But they were so vibrant and had full of life, and none of them were on no cane. Here I was, I'm class of 84, I was walking on a cane. Yeah, I'm class of 84, but they were so great. They were so great, and I am really looking forward to seeing some of them again. Hopefully this year if we have, hopefully this pandemic will let up and everybody can go back to kind of connecting with each other, all this distance. I don't like that mess at all. That social distancing is a thing of the devil, because God never meant for us to be separated like that. But we don't want to make people sick, and I understand that. But I'm praying that God will go and let them find a remedy for this thing, even if they have to send up a 747 with some can of Lysol and spray the whole atmosphere with it to kill this thing, or whatever they got to do to get rid of it. That's what Midiman prayer is for. And y'all let us stop racism at the core. Stop teaching it to the younger generation. That's the only way we'll ever kill it. That's what I believe. And so we're gonna say here that old Midiman, I had said a lot more on the last video, but I just I can't repeat that like I said it then. And I think it was said so well at that very first setting. But nevertheless, y'all got the core of what I was saying. Just get the book, and it will tell you a lot of things that I didn't say. And like I told y'all, the book is a very condensed, it's a consolidated version of my life. It is by no, I mean, you're going to be surprised when you see it, when I ever get it published, whoever might publish it. It's not that many pages, but it tells the story from my birth up until this present time. It tells you certain highlights of my life, step by step, chronologically. It tells the story, but I have left a lot of stuff out to make it real short, because I wanted to get through the book. This is my first one. So like I said, there might come another book after this. It might be a little bit more precise than this one. And I have a lot more information than I gave in this one. So with that being said, Midiman got to get back now to the music that I was doing before I stopped to do this video, which now being just about, I don't know what time it is. Let's see here. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. And I started this video I think I started trying to do this video at 4:30. So that's going to show you how much time I went by with the first take and this second take. But I'm asking y'all to pray for me, pray for Midiman. Midiman going to pray for each and every one of you. And let us pray that racism one day will be snuffed out, and that all of us can live in perfect harmony. The white, the black, the Latino, the Chinese, the Japanese, everybody in concern, that we are one blood, one people, one blood. We just got different colors, because God loves variety. And like I said, that probably come from being in a different climate. Some of us got together, went to the hot climate, we got darker skin. Some of them went to the colder climate, they got lighter skin. I don't care how it is, because it's not about skin color, but it's about the love of Jesus. And we should love each other. We should love each other, y'all. That is the key. Love each other. Even the one that don't love us. I got to say that. Even the one that do not love us, we must love one another. That's the royal law. With that being said, this Midiman saying whatever you get into. If God ain't in it, my brothers and sisters, come out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Till the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. This Midiman saying peace and good morning.